This is Beanbag345 doing a video review on the ZTE Valet by Tracfone. It's Android 4.1, finally available on Tracfone's plan. It's a little bit different plan. You'll notice it's not the standard. You buy the minutes, get the minutes, you do the text, you do the data, and it takes away from those minutes. These are three separate banks, is what they're called. So you buy a 1,000 minute card for $160 on Tracfone's website. You get 3,000 minutes, 3,000 texts, and 3 gigs of data. That triples all three. That is a really good deal, in my opinion. Not quite as good a deal for texting as what the last plan was, but it's still noteworthy. Uses Android 4.1, 3.5-inch touchscreen, 1 gig processor. ZTE's site says they have a 512 meg RAM rating. After using the phone, I think that's probably right. 4 gigs micro SD card is included, 3 megapixel camera and video recorder. The video recorder, not the best quality. The camera itself isn't bad. For this year of phone, it seems to be a little old, but you are only paying $100 outright for a phone, so it's not a bad deal. Get into the phone itself. Phone has a good feel to it. It's just a little bit taller than my LG 840G is, about 1/2 inch to maybe 5/8 of an inch taller. About the same thickness, about the same width, about the same weight, I think, approximately. It's got a plastic screen rather than a glass screen, which probably takes some of the weight off. But if you notice, it's got a real standard Android phone look. It's got the straight face of an Android. These buttons are built in. They're not hard buttons. They're sensor buttons, it makes the phone look very sleek. Again, it's really standard for Android phones, but I think it works well on this one. You have a camera with the flash, a little self-portrait mirror if you need to do that. ZTE's logo, their speaker. The wake-up button is really pretty sensitive. You just tap on it real lightly and it wakes the phone up. You have a headphone jack here. I'm going to show you just a couple things on the phone. First of all, I've got this live wallpaper on to show you how well the phone handles live wallpaper. It jumps right around just like anything. You might as well have a picture on the background. It handles it very well, in case you were wondering about how laggy that stuff gets. I know that was one of my concerns. I really like this Matrix wallpaper. A couple other things on here. This power bar. First of all, you've got a couple apps that are built into this phone. I didn't download them, but they're battery apps. One is a battery manager. The other is a battery. Let's see if I can get there, actually. One is this My Power. That'll tell you how much time you have left on your battery. I've got 16 hours, 9 minutes. It's been on all day, so that's really excellent. But it tells you how much time you have left. You've also got a battery rating under the settings. You can go and see how much battery you've used. This little bar here is really handy, and it will help you manage your battery. You can turn your data off so you don't accidentally use your data. You can turn your Wi-Fi on and off so that your phone, and between the data and that being off and your Bluetooth, your phone will not be searching for these networks, so that will help your battery last longer. You can change your screen brightness here. You can turn your GPS and your sync on and off. Another app that is real handy, if you go to Google Play, this is an official Android phone, so it has a Google Store app on here. You can do a search for Tracfone and you can find the app that this widget is involved in or comes from. Put the widget on your screen like I did, and there's an update button. This is not live. This is not a live rating. You have to hit the update. It will give you a text, and it will update these from that text, and it will have this information in that text. So you can open the text, or you can just wait just a minute, and it will populate this data and show you how many minutes you have left, how many texts you have left, and how much data you've got left on the card that you entered originally. I transferred this over at 700, so I haven't used a lot of it yet, but I know how much I've got. The other thing I wanted to do is show you this YouTube app. YouTube is kind of a good standard for how your video is going to be handled on the device. So we're going to open that up. It's the newer YouTube, if you notice. This handles it really well, in my opinion. I'm going to pull up some videos here. I've got it on Wi-Fi right now, not 3G. Start your video up. It's a very short wait. And what this new Android lets you do is back up, and you can go searching for other stuff while this thing is still playing down below.
Check one. Oh, sit down. Sit down. I only have a certain amount of time, and I'm long-winded to be.
So this thing, it handles things. It handles these apps very well. It has a lot of different management options. You can really make this last. I think the website says it's got 5.5 hours of talk time, and it's got 11. It's got 11 days, I think, worth of standby time if you do nothing with it except have it powered on with everything else turned off. So this is a handy little phone. It's pretty solid. It's feels a little smooth, almost a little too smooth, like I'm going to drop it all the time. So I've ordered a case from cellphonetrek.com. I expect that to be here in the next week, and I can breathe out a little bit and relax. But it's a nice upgrade from an LG 840G. It'd be a nice upgrade from an incredible upgrade from an LG 800G. Even though the plan's a little bit different, you get different things. It's a different kind of use for the phone than what those were. It's a lot more developed. So I recommend the phone. I recommend the plan. You're not going to get a sub $20 monthly plan from any major carrier in the future anytime soon, I don't believe. This is really a great deal, and if you can stand to use a little less of your data, a little less of your talk time on your cell phone, or if you don't use that much data and you're still paying a lot of money, this is a really good alternative to save some money, put some money in the bank instead of, or use it for bills or something. It's a really great option to the big name companies if you don't use that much. So if you want to get a smartphone, this is a pretty good option, pretty easy to use. A lot of tutorials out there available. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, sure ask.